What's up everyone, welcome to Stockton. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. On this channel, we talk about stocks before they start blowing up, say goodbye to chasing stocks at all-time highs, and say hello to making some money. So if this sounds like something you want to take advantage of, then hit that beautiful subscribe button and like the video. Now let's get to it. Before we get into the video, I have to say that I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say is just my opinion and is for entertainment purposes only. Having said that, if I'm talking about a company, I'll let you know whether I'm personally going to invest in it or not towards the end of the video. But you should always do your own due diligence, so with that out of the way, let's get started.
Tellurian, ticker symbol TELL, is a high-risk, high-reward play on the surface, but if you research the global demand for LNG and look into Tellurian's management team, you can't help but feel brave enough to place this bet. Stick around till the end of the video because I'll talk about a big catalyst in the month of April that will impact the share price in a major way. I'll also talk about the LNG market as a whole and which country is most likely to get involved in a deal with Tellurian. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, here's a quick overview of what this company does. Tellurian basically intends to create value for shareholders by building a low-cost global natural gas business, profitably delivering natural gas to customers worldwide. Burning natural gas for energy results in fewer emissions of nearly all types of air pollutants and carbon dioxide than burning coal or petroleum products to produce an equal amount of energy. So Tellurian also stands to benefit from tailwinds as a result of countries trying to reduce emissions and fight climate change. For more DD on this company, check out the playlist in the description below. Before we get into the catalyst, let's talk a little about Antoine Lafargue leaving Tellurian. Now, we don't know much about why he left. However, it sounds like he was kicked off the team. I say this because most of Antoine's shares inside Tellurian don't vest until a final investment decision is reached. So why would you leave voluntarily if an investment decision is on the horizon? Sure, the other side of the coin is also possible, whereby he left on his own will because he felt that Tellurian wasn't going anywhere. However, the fact of the matter is that we don't know much about the circumstances here in which he left, and we might get some clarity on the weeks ahead. Not too long ago, Meg Gentle also stepped down from her position, so it seems like there might be some issues going on in the team, or maybe there's a difference in opinion. Whatever the reasons might be, it's all speculation at this point. Personally, I don't think this will put too much downward pressure on the stock next week. However, there is one catalyst that could be really good for Tellurian in April. The catalyst that I'm referring to is a press release about Tellurian becoming debt-free. In the last video I made, I talked about how Charif Souki has mentioned that the remaining debt of 21 million will also be paid off in the few weeks. It's been more than a few weeks since Charif Souki talked about paying this debt in full, so I suspect a PR release this month announcing that Tellurian is now debt-free. This should have a significant impact on the share price. I'm expecting TEL to hit an intraday high of around $3.45 on the debt-free announcement press release. Long term, betting on Tellurian seems like a no-brainer to me. Liquefied natural gas LNG market is valued at USD 8.92 billion in 2018 and is expected to reach USD 20.28 billion by 2025 with CAGR of 12.45% over the forecasted period. So we're talking about a sub $1 billion company with a market opportunity of over 20 billion by 2025. A deal announcement with either India or China is imminent. India seems more likely since the US and China relations are a bit tense at the moment, but no matter how you look at it, there is a great push for LNG in Asia, as most Asian countries see LNG as a reasonable next step in fighting global warming because it allows them to transition from coal. Many aspects of an increased natural gas export scenario would affect emissions. On the one hand, natural gas could partially displace the use of coal overseas in the generation of electricity. This would put downward pressure on emissions as natural gas plants on average emit approximately 50% less carbon dioxide or CO2 than coal plants. So it makes sense for Asian countries that heavily rely on coal to transition to LNG, and we see this happening in a major way. And this is exactly why Tellurian is so focused on the Asian markets. Asia is expected to drive nearly 75% of demand for LNG by 2040 as domestic gas production declines and LNG substitutes higher emission energy sources, tackling air quality concerns and meeting emissions targets, says Shell's LNG Outlook 2021. Natural gas emits between 45 and 55% fewer greenhouse gas emissions and less than one-tenth of the air pollutants than coal when used to generate electricity. According to the outlook, as demand grows, a supply-demand gap is expected to open in the middle of the current decade, with less new production coming on stream than previously projected. Additionally, China's announcement of a target to become carbon neutral by 2060 is expected to continue driving up its LNG demand through the key role gas can play in decarbonizing hard-to-abate sectors, namely buildings, heavy industries, shipping, and heavy-duty road transport. India also increased imports by 11% in 2020 as it took advantage of lower-priced LNG to supplement its domestic gas production. Two other major Asian LNG importing countries, Japan and South Korea, also announced net zero emission targets in 2020. To meet its net zero target, South Korea aims to switch 24 coal-fired power plants to cleaner burning LNG by 2034. So you see, the demand for LNG in Asia is huge, and I think it's only a matter of time before Tellurian announces a final investment decision. And once that happens, you can expect fireworks in the share price. Anyways, leave a comment and let me know where you see Tellurian's share price going in April. Also, let me know which country do you see as the most likely candidate for a deal announcement. There you have it, guys. That's it for me in this video. Have an awesome day and I'll see you in the next one.